with me and how he is using me. And I really see myself as practicing as if it already happened or it's already done. You know, use it, basically use what you have already. You know, God will give us everything that we need. And like I said, which I've learned, everything that we need is in us anyway. So really people need to, so I guess that's, you know, why I continue to feel being led to share videos and share information, not so much as just share the information, but show also what God is doing and really sharing that, you know, and how we can do this thing with what we have. You know, we think that we only have a little bit, or we don't really see this side of what people come into being successful. We don't see the little things that they have to uh, push beyond, you know, push beyond that with what they have. We don't see that part. We just see when they reach the goal and they reached it and they, you know, accomplished and they're successful and we see that, but we don't know anything and we don't hear about really anything unless you go read a book. If you read a book, most people will tell you their story and it's like, wow, you know, so we don't look at, you know, people don't look at that. I don't know why, but that's what you have to do. If you know, more so is like admiring somebody for how they are and how they can be, but admire to the point where it makes you want to say, well, look into them and see how they made it, see what they had to go through to get there, because you don't necessarily have to do that, but you have to work at who you need to be, and that's the purpose of other people being successful in front of you, not to make you jealous, not to make you feel like, oh, well, they think they better than someone else, or I can't ever be on their level, you know, when we're all human, we all possess the same faith. Well, I ain't gonna say the same faith, but we possess the substance of faith, and we have to know how to use it. And that's the difference with some people, is that they know how to use it more than others for their self. You have to use it for yourself, because if you look at life, period, you can use faith in other areas and other situations where, so, and so we just got to get to the place where, you know, this is why I make the video. And I'm led to do it because I really don't want to do this. I don't have time, it seems like, because I'm like, you know, God, you want me to live it, right? You want me to show, you want me to make a video, you know, and it's just like, it's opposition with this. Anyone that can tell you that when they're trying to help people grow and push, you will get opposition. I'm gonna get opposition just for being born. But this opposition right here is like, I've been through enough, God. Like, why do I have to go through this? Like, why do I have to, like, I don't mind sharing with you guys and loving you guys, but I don't, like, it's not flowing the way I think it should. And that's still what I have to, you know, endure, what I have to keep moving and steadfast and unmovable. Because I believe what I believe and I know what I know. So I just have to share that with you. And that's the beginning stages of my call and my assignment, to show you how, what it really means to be a child of God and successful in every area in your life. Okay? And I'm just a living witness, sacrifice, vessel. I'm living, alive, well, with everything that I've been through and I've gone through. So I'm sharing this with you guys because, I always wanted people to know the truth and know what's what, like know what's what, the truth about yourself, the truth about relationship. And I used to wonder why I was so passionate about it, but here I am sitting in the middle of the same situation they're in. And then because I didn't have everything but knowledge and, well, not even knowledge, I had the heart. And the heart, and it just like made me just like keep hold to that. But at the same time, whatever things was happening was trying to mess with my emotions and my thinking. But see, the more I went through things, the more I still understood from my heart that I know in my heart and in my gut and my intuition that God is here. He's with me. He's always with me, no matter what it looks like, no matter what's going on, no matter how much the people are going along with things, even though I know it's not right, even though I know it don't feel right to them. I don't understand why we keep moving forward to just allowing anything to happen to you. And I used to try to figure and wonder why. Why do people keep settling for this? And so, it kind of like nudged on me to the point where as though I know all I could just say one day it's going to work. Because, it was like seeds that was kept being planted in my mind from my environment, from my family, from, is that, you just got to live a certain way and just be okay with it. As long as So I just took all the good, what little good I had, which was the most powerful thing, and that's think good, positive things until something changes. And always have a good heart and, love people no matter what's going on with it and understand them. So, and that's how I was making it through. And don't judge people because you never know what type of situation you're going to be in. So now I look back, I found myself in situations so I can understand truly and relate with people. And what we go through in life and what we're up against. No matter if you got money, no matter if you come from a successful family, a background with family, because we all are God's children. He has the very best for all of us. We should have never been separated from the truth. We shouldn't have never been lied to and deceived, but it had to happen. So in order for that to happen, when you find out and you're at a place where now it's time to stand up, because it's just not just with you. We all go through our situations in life. We find out where we were living and we've lied to, or we've been deceived, or we've been dishonored, or somebody wasn't being loyal to us and did wrong things to us and all of that. So once we find these things out, we find out that we just have to understand that we have to understand why these things had to happen, and if these things didn't. Big, because if you're still here, it's a chance for you to understand and to take back even for the ones who didn't make it and who didn't make it through all the things that you've been through. That means you have to take accountability and responsibility. That's how you take back for those that's not here, for your family members that's not here. You have to stand up and you have to take back what they couldn't do or what they didn't accomplish. You have to do it. The ball's in your hand now. The ball's in your court, and you can't fumble it. You're not here just to be playing ball. You're here to take it all the way to victory. All the way. Because God it says it in His Word that He's doing these things for blessings and covenants that He made with our ancestors. He's giving this back to us, but we have to take it. We can't be sitting here like we gotta get spoon fed or we just a little bit, because if we can when we was in the world, when we're living in the world. And when you would be in it and of it and doing things that the world say do, you've done it. Okay? And you fail at a lot of things, but you keep on going, right? So when you give your life to God, you have to do the same thing even more, because with God, you can't fail. With God, nothing is impossible. So when you're in and of the world, living in the world and being of it, you're living in your human strength, okay? And you're still chosen and called by God, because you're a people, you're a human. This is God's creation. He created you. So we can't point fingers and we can't put people out. Even the people that have done wrong and done bad and all that, they even are called and chosen. And they have a chance to do it because they're God's children. You don't want anybody to perish. You don't want anybody to go to hell. God did not create us for that. That's why we have will, we have a choice. And He give it to us to enjoy life, to love, and to be of good cheer and everything. But the enemy is mad and angry because he took upon himself and to go against God. And when he went against God, that's it. He doesn't have another chance, because he's not of the promise and of the covenant. He was whatever type of thing that he did, he can't have what we had, what God gave us. That's why God created us. So to show back of what Satan did, he couldn't do, he shouldn't have did that. Because on a level that he was on, he couldn't play like that. And he did that, and he can't change it. So see, us, we have blessings, as we can mess up and do things, and God still will forgive us, and He gave us Jesus to restore us and everything. And the enemy came, He allowed the enemy to come and try to do whatever it is you think you can do. And my people, they're gonna love me, they're gonna choose me. And if anybody don't choose me, they can go ahead and go with him. They can go with Satan. They could go and burn and, go to the fiery pit and burn for eternity with him. God's not begging you. He's not doing that. He's not forcing you. See, Satan, he has to deceive you and lie to you, trick you and all that to go with him. And trust me, ain't no good way out of this, because he don't care about nobody. Type of way, form, or fashion going to ever love you or treat you right or do you right, just ultimately hate you and want you to just go and burn around. How could you do that? And that's how the enemy will try to play us. But no, we can't play games like that. We have to trust God, be in our relationship so surrendered and fulfilled with God and His will and purpose for our life. Nobody can separate it. Nobody can come between it, and nothing can mess with it. We can't fail. God ain't gonna lead us nowhere for us to be hurt or harmed or anything. He is really our protection, our ultimate protection. Jesus ultimately sacrificed life, this human flesh life, and shed his blood for us to live life, to live healthy, and walk in our purpose on earth, just like the flowers, the trees, and everything that grows on season, on time, and the way it needs to grow naturally. That's how we're supposed to be. But because of sin, because of Satan came in and tried to trip us up to go, to go against God another time by messing with us. But see, God is a covenant keeping God, and the battle is not ours, but we do have to fight. It's not, the battle means it's not, but it's between him and Satan, but you gotta understand that we're God's and we're on the winning side, we're on a winning team, so we have to operate in that. We have to fight like we in a real battle, and we get our armor, our spiritual armor, and even our natural armor here on earth. Our natural armor is not guns and knives and all that. It is the word of God. It's what you speak and it's what you think. And how you love. That is the most powerful thing ever. Love covers a multitude of sin. And now I see it's one thing to know it, but the manifestation of it, man, love wins every time. I don't give a darn who it is, and I realized that growing up in life, like how you can just love people and love, or just love a place or love a situation, not like in love with it, like in a lustful way, in a bad way, but love it in a way of like, I don't know what else to do but love, because love, that's one thing for sure. You're gonna get, when you give love, it's gonna come right back to you. You give hate, it's gonna come right back to you. So that's one thing about love, is when you love people, when you love something that is that you don't understand why it's happening and all that. When you operate back with it with love, you're the winner. You're the ultimate winner. So people gotta understand that, and everybody needs to take accountability and responsibility at their part of love that we have to give in the earth, give in the world. Okay? That's all we supposed to be doing, is loving and operating, because we're God's. He's in charge. And you can't be sitting here waiting to see if people want to show up and say, like he's not going to show up. Because religion makes you dumb down who God really is. That's not going to be no excuse for you, because you see too many things going on and has happened to clarify that God is God, and He's not playing. be on the right side because he kept his promise, he keep his covenant. But if you don't do it and you don't want it, he's not going to make you. Just like he didn't make us do anything we did wrong. He's not going to make us do anything to do it good. You understand? And I'm a living witness. And that's why I come to talk to you and speak to you because I know firsthand. So I just want to go into some things because, like people really need to hear and they need to know the truth because the truth will set you free. And they need to hear from a real live person and they need to hear from somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of money first and they don't have, people that have real life issues and stories and circumstances and pain, all these things that happen is real and I'm speaking now. I'm not going to wait till I blow up and say, oh yeah, I used to be like this and no, I know you don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear that because for the simple fact that I'm human, I've been through this stuff. I don't want to hear what somebody come to me at this point, or when you going through a lot of stuff, because people didn't even want to hear me saying stuff to them when they going through, and I'm sitting there, but see, I'm regular like them, so they had to listen, but they would be mad. So when somebody is already established and successful, they really don't want to hear them because they got it, that's why they saying good stuff, and that's why they talk like that and all that. But when you hear a person who don't have nothing in the bank, when they live, been through a lot of stuff, even successful people at this point now, they want to be like, they still like, oh, I got everything and I'm still unhappy. Everything still seems like it's falling apart around. Even they want to hear. Even you want to hear that. You successful and established persons want to hear that. How can you say love still exists? And you've been, how can you still say that this and that is going to be good? How can you say God is real with all this? So I know that you want to hear it from a person that has been through, actually is really authentic because I'm speaking this humbly as I know how. I'm coming to you humbly as I know how. Because I don't know where I would have been if I would have just been established, pushed through, and just living the life and just a happy, beautiful life. I don't know where I would have been. I don't know if I would have felt like talking to you guys, standing up against everything that has been running our generations for centuries. I don't know how I would show up in the world. But I'm showing up in the world now because God is saying, speak, my child. Open your mouth and I will put fire in it. And he has been doing that since I've been younger. But see, when I was speaking it then, I know that it helped a lot of everybody I spoke to, and I spoke words, even though it don't seem like it to me, or might not seem like it to me. But whoever was listening, because I know I help people at times, whereas though I couldn't even help myself, but I still I would give it to them. Here, you take it, take this word. Like, I don't know myself, but I'm sure of that. If I'm here speaking to you right now with breath in my lungs and eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to speak, that you're going to be good. Everything is going to be good. So don't worry. So I'm going to tell you, this is what I'm telling you, even though it don't look like it to me. even if it didn't feel like it. But now, when you get in control of your emotions, feelings ain't got nothing to do with it. Feelings should be only for enjoyment. And then, yeah, if a time comes when you're sad, it's okay to be sad and it's okay to be angry. It's just what you do when you get angry. But when you're sad and you have emotion, everything should be balanced, because things God knew that we were going to be in times like this. That's what the Bible speaks of. And He tells us how to deal with every issue and everything. So I'm just starting off with that because today is a very beautiful day. Today is November 1st, 2022. And you would have never, I don't think people were sitting back thinking like we would be in 2022 and going through this, but still waking up, knowing that there's something out there to live for. At 2022, having to go through all the things that's been going on in these world for all these years, 2022. So, I'm just so grateful and thankful so I can get started to sharing with you guys some interesting facts daily. And just getting everything, just seeing where God want to take me at. I already have videos that I've been made, and now I'm going to put them on. But I don't know. I think I might have to go start going live because for some reason I already put a video out that's very good, and then they didn't let it go through. So I don't know at this point where God is taking me at with that. I don't know if that's something trying to push me to somewhere else, or this is what we got to deal with in life. So I love you guys, and I look forward to 2023. And I just pray and hope that and know that you guys are going to going to choose the right side, and you guys are awakening. And it's like, basically, what do you do when you wake up? What do you do when you've done all you can do? So, and that's why I'm here. And I'm here to tell you that in my way of teaching you guys what needs to be taught to the people, okay?